Hi, boys and girls. So today we're going to do a get ready with me. I'm still trying to get over the whole nerves on YouTube and filming thing, so live's kind of the better way to go. Hopefully I don't have any internet issues this time. I've already done my face makeup. I used the Hard Candy Glamouflage Foundation, which is my favorite right now. I used Tarte Shape Tape. I have on NARS Laguna Bronzer, the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder, which is my favorite finishing powder right now. And I did my brows. I hate doing my brows, but I tried. We used the It Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil today and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And we're going to do our eyes today because, well, that's my favorite part. I already primed my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. And we're going to use the Jeffree Star Alien palette today because seriously, who loves it? Do you guys see my shirt today too? I'm rocking my janitor shirt. This was from the 20 Years of Depravity tour. Um, it was like actually a special show here in Tampa for 20 Years of Depravity. It was their 20th anniversary of their first album, which I think is kind of cool. What do you guys listen to? What kind of music do you guys like? Music's a big part of my life, so you're going to see me wearing a lot of band shirts right now with it being winter. I'm looking at this guy and seeing what we're going to go in with. I got a pretty good idea. I just don't know what I want to do as far as transition and such today. Let me grab my color switch here in case we need it as I struggle to open it. I use a lot of bright, bold colors, so you guys know a color switch works out quite nicely for me. Let's see. We're going to go in with Phone Home to start. And we're gonna, let me grab my handheld. I'm always so unprepared. You guys know this. But I figured live's the better way to go. So I'm gonna grab my handheld mirror. I have my makeup mirror in front of me. If I go off screen, it's because I'm using that, because that still works better for me at this point. What's it? I was going into Phone Home. And I'm gonna kind of put that in the crease. It's actually showing up darker than I thought it was going to. I've used this shade before and it did not seem to be so dark. But that's okay because it's makeup and I will sit here and play with it until I get a look that I really enjoy. That's Phone Home in the crease. I don't remember it being this dark, but that's okay. I want to lay another color over it that I wanted to show up a little better, but it is what it is, right? We're going to have to do some blending on this guy today. I don't know if it's just my primers or my foundations or what I use today, but you guys know makeup isn't perfect. It changes all the time. What's going to work best on any given day. We all know we have good makeup days and bad. Just blending out Phone Home because there was a color I wanted to use and this went a little darker than I wanted to, but that is okay. What palettes are you guys loving right now? What do I need to look into? This was something that originally I thought it was cool and I knew I'd get it eventually. But once I saw it in store, I felt that I absolutely had to have it. It's a very unique color scheme. Not something I had ever seen before. And that's what I loved about it. Just evening up my eyes. I'm going to go into Martian Soil. It's a orangey color. That's the color I actually wanted to use. But I thought Phone Home was going to be a little lighter. So I'm going to take that up to the edge of Phone Home. And just kind of use Phone Home as a base. I'm going to lay this down and then I'm going to blend it out. And see what we're thinking. It's definitely not going to be as pow in your face orange as I wanted it to be, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Okay. Not too bad. I'm getting up in the makeup mirror so I can see what's going on. I feel like these colors are oxidizing a bit with the, I don't know if it's the primer I used today or the little bit of foundation I have left on my eye, but they're definitely not looking quite the same as they usually do. But it could be my lighting too, because my lighting is absolutely awful. We're going to dip into Pluto, which is the very white highlight shade, and use that right up at our brow bone with a packing brush. I'm going to pack that on, and then I'll blend it out from there. Back into Pluto. And up into the brow. Like I said, I hate doing my brows, but I did at least put an effort in for you guys today. There we go. Packed on nicely. I do quite like this shade. I'm really trying to focus on that little tiny arch that I have today, which is not something I do all so often. I think I'm going to take that and throw that in the inner corner for now, just to brighten it up. I'm trying to be better about being a little more on camera, you guys, because I know some of my videos are very, very off camera. This, having the makeup mirror sitting where it's sitting right now, I seem to have some strange lighting going on, so I am very sorry about that. I do want to make that orange pop more, but it is what it is. Going back into Martian soil, I'm just going to try to lay that back down a little heavier and see if we can't get it to be a little more what we wanted it to be. But I don't think that's going to happen today, and that's okay. Like I said in another video, guys, it's supposed to be fun. If it's not fun, then I don't want to do it. I enjoy doing it. It's something that I'm going to dip into. It's something that, I guess I should finish my thoughts before I start another one. It's something that I enjoy doing, and honestly, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be making a fool of myself on YouTube either. So we're going to go into Titan, and I'm going to put that over my lid just to kind of try to set everything, because I was having some primer issues today, unfortunately. Oh gosh. I don't know what was going on with the primer. I think it's actually just time for a new one. So there we have Titan all over the lid. I'm going to try to move you guys a little later. I'm going to set up like this. I know the lighting's bad, but I'm going to let you sit like this while I'm doing my eyes, and then I'll move you guys to try to get a better lighting setup there at the end. So we're going to go in with the purple, because who doesn't love a good purple? This is a pressed pigment. This is Area 51, High Ash. You get to see me make a fool of myself twice in one day. I'm using a little pencil bullet brush. You ran out of primer. I'll have to look and see if I have one that I can give you on Saturday. I don't know if I do. I don't have a lot of eye primers. If you want a shimmery one, I definitely have a shimmery one. Just trying to pack that in the outer corner and get the shape that I want. It is going a little farther than I want it to, but we'll make that work once we do our wing. It is a pressed pigment, so it is harder to work with as far as patchiness, but that does not bother me in the slightest. I can always work with it. And this isn't the best brush for working with pressed pigments, but it is the best brush for me to get the shape that I want. So that's what we're really focusing on with this. And yes, Ashley, it is cold right now. I have been freezing my little tushy off. I don't want to complain because I know I have so many friends that live in such colder places. But for us, it's freezing. Let me go in with this guy here. I'm coming to work with you. Well, that's not such a bad thing now, is it? At least you work in a fun place. My friend Ashley, she actually works at Disney. So, you know, you can't complain about work when you work in the happiest place on earth now, can you? At least I wouldn't be able to. I have a pretty great job too. I work in two kitchens. They're both a little different. One is like a restaurant kitchen, and I'm a line cook there. And then the other one is actually at a bar and bowling alley. Tonight I do get to work with the ladies. It is a women's league, so it's really fun. This eye just, you see how patchy that is? This one looks fine. This one's just being a patchy mess today. Let's try it one more time to try to smooth that out a bit. Like I said, pressed pigments they're a wonderful thing and a horrible thing all at once. Now, that being said, this purple is the most amazing shade you have ever seen, in my opinion. I'm not worrying too much about getting it on the shadow on my lid, because I am going to try to do a cut crease, because the color I want to put on my lid is very bold and I want it to be very dramatic. Yeah, this eye is just not doing what I want to do. That's okay. Since it's doing that, we're going to take the purple underneath our eye, but we'll do that in a little bit. See, this eye looks nice. This eye's kind of messy. But c'est la vie. I'm probably going to say that a lot, because honestly, there's other things I want to say that would not be so appropriate for YouTube. If y'all know me, y'all know I have a absolutely horrible mouth. I definitely have to figure out how to fix that, and because I already did my face, it's going to be a little trickier. I can't just take I can't just take a makeup wipe and get it off. So we'll figure it out together, because I'm a weirdo that's willing to put myself out there on the internet, even though I look stupid doing it. I'm looking for a concealer. Say then anyways. What do you mean, Ash? So we're using the NYX HD concealer. I've only used this a couple times, and we're going to try to go in and clean up our lid a bit. Yay, stupid FaceTime. And we're going to see how this works. This is something I just started doing, kind of doing a cut crease look. So this is something very new for me. Let me find a clean concealer brush here. Taking that into the inner corner. I know the purple is really pretty. It's just harder to work with, especially because I'm not used to doing the YouTube thing. So everything right now is an obstacle for me. We're just doing kind of a half cut crease, because I like to keep that purple. No, we'll do a full cut crease. Why not? We'll see how that looks on me, right? Okay. Worst comes to worst, I can always throw some glitter in that inner line, because I like doing that. We're going to go in. You see my mirror, Ashley? Is it not the cutest thing? Okay. Do I want to use that one or that one? We're going to go in with Abduction first, which is the bright lime green. Makeup obstacle me, huh? We're going to go in with Abduction and pack that all over the concealer to kind of use it as a base. And then we're going to go in with Alien after that. But we'll do Abduction first. Ashley, everything in makeup is an obstacle for me, but you know I love it anyway. This shade is a bit sheer. I'm trying to find a brush that I really want to use it on. This guy might work better. This shade is gorgeous, by the way. And girl, you knew I had to have this palette eventually. I just didn't expect to pick it up so soon. I'm glad you're here with me though, watching me make a fool of myself. I'm really trying to build this color up, which is funny because we're going to cover it, but you know, building this color up first. And it actually goes on quite smooth. I've got some issues in the area where the concealer meets the purple shadow, but I kind of expected that. That's the struggle that I've been having lately when it comes to trying to do like a cut crease look. Like I said, this cut crease is something that's very, very new to me. And I am actually going to say screw it, and we're going to go all the way in with this green. We're just going to rock a super green look today. So taking the inner corner, from the inner corner and blending it out to the green. It does not, Ashley. Your makeup looks flawless. Mine looks like a mess because I'm kind of just horsing around trying to figure out a look. She said that her this looks better than her makeup today, but her makeup today, she looks so beautiful today. If you guys don't actually know this, but my friend Ashley, we've been friends for quite a few years now. We met at work and didn't hang out much for the first couple years we knew each other. But then she became my wifey, and ever since then, there is absolutely no going back. No takebacks. I'm going to go into that purple and try to use this brush, because this brush seems to be working quite nicely, just to try to clean up that messiness. And this brush is working so much better for the pigment. I'm sad I can't just use a makeup wipe. Oh, there go my dogs. My boyfriend is home with the kiddo. I am having some fallout issues today too, which I didn't have with this palette prior. But because we're already powdered and ready to go, it's not quite so hard to get it off. We're going to go back in with the concealer on the other eye. And try to see if we can get them to match up nicely. The boyfriend and the kid and the dog are home. Hi, Boogie. I'm doing my makeup in a video. I'll be out in a little bit. Sorry, guys. I gotta say hi to my little baby. So going in with that concealer again. Trying to kind of carve out the crease. I used a little bit too much on this side, but that's okay. We'll kind of make it work, right? Come on, ladies. Stop barking. I have a pug and Pekingese, a very fat little Chihuahua, and a very tiny little Chihuahua that are in my house. They like to bark when Daddy comes home. All right, so dipping back into abduction. I'm killing the star on this pan, but I guess that's to be expected, right? I am really going in with this green, you guys, just because I want this green to be everything today. I think we're going to add a little touch more purple to the corner of this eye just to match up with the other one. We did end up with a pretty nice shape on the other one. I don't know how long this video is going to be, you guys. I'm trying to not make it a million years long, but we all know how that goes, because when you're doing makeup and just trying to come up with something new, it takes a while. At least in my opinion. All right. So I think we're good on the lid. We're gonna get that inner corner going. Bring it up into the purple again. This brush is working a lot nicer than I remember it working. This is a Wet n Wild brush. If I remember correctly, it was either Wet n Wild or e.l.f. But I don't know if you can see. You can no longer tell what the brush is. because I busted out some DIY skills and made some brushes a while back. I couldn't find any brushes that I thought were edgy or fun, so, well, I made my own. Because that's what you do when you're bored and you want something that you can't find, right? That's what you should do. Why settle for something that is not exactly what you want? Going back in with my color switch here. Okay, so back into the purple. Were they wet and wild? Yeah, you were around when I made them, weren't you, Ash? Because I made them for someone else. I made some unicorn brushes, and I was like, well, I may as well make some brushes for me too, because I deserve fun brushes too, don't I? All right, just trying to see if we're pretty even here. And then we'll go in with one more shade, and then we'll have to do the underside of the eyes. So this is it so far. Trying to make sure everything's got a nice smooth blend on it so I don't have to go back in and mess with that later on. That purple is quite hard to work with, but you can't fault anybody for it. The color's absolutely stunning. I think that's as even as we're going to get for now. I don't know why I keep trying to wipe off my brush just on the tissue when I know I have a color switch sitting right next to me. All right, here's the fun part, guys. Going in with Alien. This is a shimmery green. Oh, this color is amazing. I have not touched this one yet. This is my first time trying it, and it is quite beautiful. I think what I'm going to do is finish the base of the eye makeup, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera, or jump off line even, and finish up off line. I have green everywhere. I'm not sure which shadow it's from, but there's definitely some fallout on this palette, which previously there was not so bad in his palette. But I'm definitely having some issues with this one. Nothing that I would be upset about. I'm definitely very happy with the purchase still. Look at that green. That green is seriously phenomenal. And we're going to go back in with the purple one last time, just to get it to be nice and defined. What's surprising, Ash? I think that's supposed to be a surprised face. This green is gorgeous, you guys. I know, right? You'll be able to see it better later. I'll post a picture of it later. I'm actually going to go in with my finger on the green too, just to get it to soften up and smooth out a bit. There we go. Yeah, that color is stunning. And then I'm going to go back in with the purple and kind of define, but I think I'm going to do that. No, I can try to do it on camera. I have a tendency of, once I get off of here, really going back in and defining some things. But this green is gorgeous. All right, let's try to go back in with the purple just to get that line nice and sharp. There we go. Much better. Ashley and I are going to go on a little trip this weekend, and if we do, there will definitely be some videos. Or at least a ridiculous amount of Instagram photos. All right, you guys. There we go. I'm most likely going to go in. I don't know. I think I'm going to go in and carve this crease out a little more with an eyeliner or a glitter. because I love glitter. But I have to see what I have. Let's go in. Let me see if I can find my angled brush here. I want a sharp little angled brush, and mine has seemed to have gone into hiding on me recently. There we go. We're going to go in with Martian soil and try to get that orange in that I wanted. Ooh. But I don't know if it's going to work out that well. Do you guys see how bad I messed up that purple? Oh well. Going into Martian soil and dragging that along the lower lash line. It's not exactly the look I wanted today, that is for darn sure. But I will still take a picture of it, and I will be rocking it at work because that's where I am going today. I think I'm going to do liner and lashes after I get off of here, and like I said, I might even try to cut out the crease a bit. I really wish I was doing better justice to this palette because it is beautiful. And I'm really bringing that orange underneath my eye today. And I am using the orange to kind of buff out that purple as well, because it's building nicely over the top of it. We're going to do a winged eyeliner like we always do, so that'll clean it up a bit too. I'm just going to have the tiniest little speck of purple underneath. I might try to bust out a concealer brush and fix that. And back on this eye. I know this video is quite boring and quite long, but hey, I'll get there, you guys, I promise. You still can't get a wing, Ash? You know what I found recently is that I hate felt tip liners. I know they're the thing, and I have some that I do quite like, but I've gone back with straight liquid liner. It works better for me. It always has. I can get a sharper wing, and when I'm not on camera, I can actually get it to look really nice. All right, you guys, let's try to, where'd I put my concealer? Okay, concealer. We're going to try just to clean up that purple at the very bottom there without getting into it too hard. And without hopefully messing up the rest of the look. We're actually going to do this on both eyes just to make sure we're even on both sides. I really like the way the orange looks over the top of the purple. I'm just going to dot a little concealer on this side as well. Actually, Ashley, here in a second, I'll show you what I've been using as far as liquid liner, and it is drugstore, so super cheap. There we go, got it cleaned up a bit here. I wish the line in my crease was smoother. I have trouble with that because I have aging skin. That's why I use a glitter to kind of hide it. You have a NYX liner currently. Is it a felt tip or is it a liquid liner? We are going to go in with one of my favorite eyeliners of all time, if I can find it. It is my absolute favorite green eyeliner. It's the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Liner in Junkie. It's a kind of foresty green with a gold reflect. I'm doing this off camera because some people are kind of triggered by the eyelid. I usually line my lower lash line before I do the rest of my liquid liner. Yeah, it's a felt liner. I'm telling you, girl, I've been really going in with liquid liners lately, and while they are a little harder to, what do I want to say? They're not harder to use, but sometimes because they're liquid, they will transfer a lot more, which can bother some people. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I want to grab one more shade before we finish up. I was going to use Phone Home. I think I'm still going to try to use Phone Home. Just underneath that orange to blend it out. And see, for some reason here it doesn't look anywhere near as dark. I'm just blending out that orange line and kind of working in with the concealer. And because there's concealer there, it ended up a little darker out there, but that's okay. I'm just going to have a crazy dramatic thing going on. And if you know me, you know that's really not a problem. We're a little lower on one eye than the other, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get our liquid liner going. Actually, I'm going to take Phone Home just a little bit here and drag it down around the purple because that purple's made like a nice little corner. And I want to get kind of doing like a super massive multiple wing thing going on here with the shadow. And I'm kind of okay with it, in all honesty. All right, so liquid liner. This is what I've been using, Ashley. It's the e.l.f. liquid liner. I'm going to try to do this without, I tried to use this yesterday, which I use most days, and I made a mess with it. So I'm trying to get a little closer to the makeup mirror. I start out here where I'm gonna end my wing, and I'll put a little dot. That way I have an idea of where I want my liner to land as I'm lining it up. Looks pretty even to me. And then I'll start with my inner corner, line my lash line, and then I'll do my wing. Doing this off camera because, again, people are triggered by eyeballs. It doesn't really bother me, surprisingly. But I feel like if I saw somebody do it on YouTube, it might. I can't decide if I'm going to go in with the glitter for my crease or not. I'm always so indecisive. Ooh. I got some watery eyes going on, which is not good. My shimmer is showing through my black line a bit, and I did get it on my lashes because my eye flickered. But, oh well. Alright, so when I do my wing, I pull my eye out a bit like this, and then I just follow that line. Having a little bit of trouble going over the shade, but that happens sometimes with shimmer shades for me. I don't know if that's normal or not. And then I start at the bottom corner and drag upwards to that mark that I made. Yes, I'm going with a super extreme wing today. Oh, I just made a mess. It's okay, we'll fix it. I'm actually going to wait for that to dry, and then I'll take a spoolie to get it off. The shape of that wing is a little odd, isn't it, Ash? It ended up being a bit wider than I usually make them, but like looking at it, it doesn't look funny. Here I am telling you how good I am at wings, and then my wing doesn't want to work out. This one is definitely better than the other. Do you guys have that problem? Like when you're doing your wings? It is an eyeball, Ashley. Do you guys have that issue when you're doing your wings? See, that's just because the eyeliner messed up. That they never, no matter how hard you try, they just don't look the same. This one definitely looks better than the other. Trying to get in my lash line a little more on this eye. Because I flinched a little bit, because, well, we do that while I was doing the other eye. That's why I think I'm feeling like it looks a little thicker underneath. Definitely got a very large wing there. This one's bothering me. It's so much wider right at the end of my eye because I flinched. But, you know, nothing a few fake lashes can't fix. So that's what we got going on with the look today, guys. I do need to clean up. I need to throw on mascara. I need to clean up under the eye here. But I do wait for it to dry first. If it dries first and I just take a clean spoolie, I can generally save my makeup look. So here's what we have. Let's try to kill the... No, let's not. Kill the makeup light does not work. So that's what we have color-wise today. Let's see if I can get you in a little better lighting. And I think we're just going to end it there. So I can try to clean up and see what I can do as far as fixing up the things that I don't like about this look. Overall, the shadows blended nicely. There's definitely some beautiful colors in there. Oh, I was going to put on highlighter. Definitely some beautiful colors in there. Let me set you guys back down, see if I can get it set back up again, because once I pick my phone up, it doesn't ever want to sit right again. I got a new highlighter recently that I really want to start playing with. Of course, my phone doesn't want to stand up. There we go. So let's go ahead and get into that guy and throw some highlighter on and chit chat a little bit. The look's not bad. I definitely need to do some cleaning up. And then I'll take a nice photo of it. I know I can definitely work with it. I'm probably going to rock the same lip I wore yesterday, which was Kat Von D Coven and Too Faced. What was the color? Twilight Zone. So we're using the Jouer Funfetti highlighter that was just re-released. This I can actually do on camera. Can you see how much that glows? Seriously. Going up around my brow as well. Is that not like a ridiculous highlighter? It's so pretty. These highlighters are soft, but they have so much glow to them. This is a very pinky toned. It looks white, but it's very pinky toned. And I love my highlighter, so yeah. The reflect in that is really pretty. Look at that. I could seriously sit and look at my highlight like all day long. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to get going and try to perfect this look. It's a good highlight. I know it's a good highlight, queen. Um, that's what we have today. I'm going to go in and kind of tighten up that line a little bit, clean up the mess I made with the eyeliner, and throw on some mascara and lashes and a lippy. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Mwah.